पीछे ले
but it's
सकते हो?
okay. Um, okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, good evening, everybody. I am extremely delighted to have with me Dr. Sarwat Fatema, INICET November 2025 All India Rank 5 in her first attempt with internship. Sarwat,
Yes,
big
ma'am.
congratulations to you and welcome to the session.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, so Sarwat is a current intern of the prestigious Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences. She is not a one day or a overnight success. Sarwat, we'll come to you and we'll ask you directly what has been your strategy, कैसे start किया, कैसे पढ़ा, and कैसे ये first exam of your postgraduate career you've cracked it with a 5 rank.
So, ma'am, basically, I want to tell everyone ki getting a rank 5 or single digit AIR, All India rank, in first attempt with your internship is not that hard to do. What you need to do is you need to start your prep from day one. And day one is not your day one of internship, but day one of your first year of BDS. That's when I began my preparations. Like I used to study consistently, and consistency is a key towards success. All of my seniors have told me this, that thoda thoda hi padho, but har roz padho. Be it 1 hour, be it 15 minutes, be it 10 minutes, but actually keep on revising every single thing that you learn. And most importantly, internship में time निकालना is very difficult. So you need to manage very nicely. आपका time management needs to be very good. And you need to know your attention span also. Like मेरे साथ क्या था कि my attention span was 20 to 25 minutes. Above this, I was unable to actually grasp any topic. So what I used to apply was Pomodoro technique. Like you put a timer for 25 minutes and then you take a 5 minutes of break and then you again do it. At least 5 to 10 Pomodoros every day is more than enough, for your any preparation, consistently 5 to 10 Pomodoros every day. So that's what I used to practice from day one till today. So yes, ma'am.
That's a beautiful thing, Sarvat. So, in final year, you have joined the recorded program of DBMCI, which is the Advanced Plus program. So, how
Yes,
did you
ma'am.
prepare with this recorded videos of all the lectures of all the subjects and the notes? How did that help you in your preparation?
So basically in final year, we have a lot of subjects. We have 8 subjects to study. We have the theory, we have the practicals to do, and reading the standard books of all 8 subjects is near to impossible thing. So you need something that is very crisp. You need something that is summarized, and those were the notes of DBMCI. You can get everything over there, and you can actually write them in your notebooks in the examination sheet. So I used to actually read every single book before going for the exams, and they helped me in my theory also. So if finally also DBMCI was a great help to me, and those notes continued in the internship also, along with the app. We have a number of questions. The question bank is very good. So I'll tell you another thing, ma'am. I purchased Pulse on day one of internship, and it is not used till now. I have not even marked a single question from Pulse till now. So I think that was a waste from I thought that I'll do it after internship, but I never got the time for it. So yes, the question banks were more than enough for me.
So everybody who's having the FOMO of reading this book, that book, not being able to read 10 different books, this is a very important thing which I think Dr. Sarwat has said, that she's not touched any other source except the Gurukul question bank. And probably that is why, Sarwat, you are able to revise the same questions again and again and were able to reproduce rather than being lost in a jungle of questions with so many questions being old and new and mix of them. Do you think that has helped you because one source revision again and again?
Yes, ma'am. Surely, one source division is very important. You know what like your mistakes, and you need to prepare a notebook of it. Like whatever question I was doing wrong in the PYQs or in the question bank, I used to take a screenshot and I used to prepare another folder for it. So every day, if you get 5 to 10 minutes of time, just revise those questions. You're not going to do that mistake again and again. So that is important. Revising is very important.
Right. Very good. So, Sanat, since you were a final year student, it's very difficult to study with final year, and even in internship where you have a lot of quota to finish, but you still managed to give a few GTs before your this INICET exam. You were telling me that around 2 to 3 NEET GTs and a few more INI GTs. Do you think giving those GTs helps you in the preparation for the exam?
Yes, ma'am, it does help because the GTs basically prepare you how to sit for a 3-hour examination. That's a computer-based examination.
Right.
Sitting solely for 3 hours in front of a computer is a skill that needs to be developed before giving any examination, I believe. Because you cannot just do 180 questions or 200 questions in one go and just get up and go. You need to be seated for the entire section and you need to know that you don't have to over attempt anything. You don't have to overthink anything. And you need to look at every option very carefully.
Right.
So basically, these helped me a lot in that. And basically, training my mind for 3 hours was very important, and that actually helped me, the GTs.
Because you said your attention span was somewhere around 25 to 30 minutes,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes, ma'am.
the shortest segment in a yeah, the quarter segment of the INI exam is of 45 minutes,
40
which is
minutes,
just
5
double of
minutes.
your attention span. So being able to sit there was probably because of your practice. Sanat, this is one question which is Sarvat. Sorry, this is one question which is coming again and again from the YouTube videos, from our YouTube, comment boxes. That how many questions did Dr. Sarvat attempt, and how many? Because the scorecard is also out today. So how many did you attempt, and out of that, how many were right and how many were wrong? Did you
Ma'am,
check?
basically, yes, ma'am, I checked my scorecard right now. So
Okay.
basically, I attempted around, I left only 7 questions. So I attempted 193 questions.
Okay.
And in those, my 140 questions were correct. So
Okay.
basically, there were a number of wrong questions, but it's not about the wrong questions, it's about how many you're getting right. So basically, I
Yes.
think that is important. So yeah,
Another very important thing which Dr. Sarvat is saying, do not fear marking wrong. I mean, when you take
exactly.
calculated risks, when you take those, judgment calls, as an intern, it might get wrong. And she's done 53 wrong. But her 140 were correct. And still she's landed into a single digit rank in the top five. So do not fear making mistakes, Sarvat. Um, what advice or what steps would you want your everybody who's listening to you, all your juniors, all your contemporaries who will be taking this exam again, what is that one advice, or what are the few steps that you would want them to tell to do?
Now, first of all, everyone should know their mistakes and you should not repeat your mistakes. Make a notebook or make another, a lot of people use iPad these days. Make an iPad note of all the mistakes that you are doing and revise it before giving any GT or before giving an INI test series. You should not repeat them. And secondly, while giving any test, be in a very stress-free mind. Like I gave this examination as a mock paper. I was in a very stress-free mind and tell you just 2 minutes before my paper was going to start, my computer stopped working. And at that moment also, if it was my very prepared event step and all, I would have been very panicked. But I was very relaxed. No matter. Even if I'm unable to give the paper, I have a lot of chances. So be very relaxed. Be very relaxed. The moment you are stressed, your brain stops working. And the moment your brain stops working, even the simplest questions go wrong. So be in a very relaxed state of mind and then give your paper. You have studied a lot an entire year. People, they actually do prepare a lot. So you people know the answers. So you should be in a very relaxed state of mind to actually correct them.
Did you do something to make yourself in a relaxed state, because it's a very involuntary thing, anxiety and
Yes, sir.
depression and panic, it happens very voluntarily. What was your strategy to not panic and to be calm, apart from the fact that it was your first exam and all of
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
But what did you actually do to not panic in this big exam?
You need to give multiple test series. Give multiple test series. That will actually prepare you for the examination day. You assume it as a test series only. I'm just sitting for another test series. Let's see how many I get right. Let's see how many I get wrong. And as you said, do
Right.
not actually attempt as much as you can. Don't be afraid of getting wrong questions, because in test series also, like what I used to do was, in every test series I attempted, I had 40 to 45 questions wrong in every test series, and it was very consistent. So I was not demotivated by those 40 to 45 questions. I was like, okay, fine, no worries, I can just look into the solutions and two to three things apart from the solution and then move on. You need
Right.
don't need to get stressed कि आप इतना पढ़ने के बाद भी इतना क्यों गलत कर रहे हो, तो आपके और ही गलत होते रहेंगे. बी इन अ
Correct.
वेरी रिलैक्स स्टेट ऑफ माइंड. आप अपनी गलतियों को देखो, उनसे सीखो, और इवन आप गलतियों से दो तीन चीजें आगे पीछे भी देखो, क्योंकि क्या पता क्वेश्चन दूसरा बन के आए, एंड एक्चुअली यू विल बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट. सो यस, दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू से.
It's a very, very positive and very optimistic way of looking at things, Sarvat. You were also telling me that you never wasted a minute, even when traveling. She used to do these daily PYQs, which are there in the Telegram
Yes.
group. So, how did that, help you with your preparation?
Ma'am, basically, like in internship, you don't get time. All of us know that. So you need to extract time as much as you can from your daily schedule. So early in the morning, while I was traveling from my home to the college in the metro station, I used to do those vital test series that we have. 10 questions in the morning. You do 10 questions in the morning, you know that you're refreshing your brain, you're practicing your brain to do questions on a daily basis. Like, and don't, again, I'm saying this, ki if you're making mistakes, no worries, just see your mistakes and move on. You don't need to dwell on the questions day and night. You need to learn from them. And be it test series, be it vital test series, be it anything, be it PYQs, you need to grasp as much as you can and revise as much as you can. Revision is very important.
And revision can be possible only if you are stuck to one syllabus, one course. And the extract that I get from Dr. Sarwat's talk here is, everybody who thinks that she's just prepared for a few months and she's cracked the exam, please remember, she's began from her first year of BDS, and from final year onwards she has been revising the same content, the same set of notes, the same question bank, the same PYQs since final year. So she's been actually preparing for 1.5 years, after which she's cracked this big exam in her first attempt. So, Sarvat, again, every time I am talking about your success, I feel like congratulating you for all the hard work that you've been doing since the last 4.5, 5 years. And what next now, beta? What are you looking forward to?
Ma'am, I always wanted to become an oral surgeon. Like, I still remember the day you came to our college and gave the speech of a small girl from Nagpur, GDC Nagpur. I still remember it to this day. I also want to reach a position like you, ma'am, and I want to become the world's best oral surgeon if possible. But let's see, starting by taking small steps at once. So I'm aiming for taking oral surgery branch in AIMS Rishikesh if possible. And yes, ma'am, that's what I've planned till now.
Fatima, Sarvat, Amen. Everything that you dream
Inshallah.
will be true someday. You've began from one of the finest colleges of the country. You have escalated to one of the finest colleges of the world, and you will definitely come out to be one of the finest surgeons, one of the finest maxillofacial surgeons the world has seen. Everybody
Thank
who
you so
feels
much,
oral
ma'am.
surgery is not for women, Sarvat is a very, very, very good example uh, of how you can break through any obstacle and be where you want to be. Sarvat,
Thank you so much,
before
ma'am.
we end here, beta, what is that one message, one final message for everybody that you would want to give? Your last words.
Ma'am, my last words would be that all of you have it within you. You just need to know how to use it. How to use it. You need to know yourself. You just need to know yourself. Formulate your own plans. Do your own thing. Don't be demotivated or affected by what people are saying or what others are doing around you. Because a number of people are going to have 1,000 opinions about you or about your work. You need to focus on what you think is right. That's it.
That's very beautifully put. One last thing which I would want to tell everybody about Sarvat was she was so focused, she was so determined. The INI result came on Saturday late night. She was probably, asleep. I think you must be asleep that time, Sarvat.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And next day, because it was a Sunday and she was probably not in touch with any social media or any, not wasting time on anything that would distract her. She did not see her result all Sunday. On Monday, when she went to college, that is when she probably came to know that the results are out. And that is when she knew that, after good 1.5 day, that I have an all India rank of 5. That is the kind of determination Sarvat has, shown, and which is why she is where she is. So, in spite, we usually students have kab aayega result, kab hoga exam, kitne score pe milega marks. Sarvat never bothered about anything of that sort. She was over with an exam and she was determined for her next exam, which was NEET. She didn't even realize that the result was out. And this is the kind of focus which is very, very rare. I mean, when she's saying everybody can do it, which is very true. You all can do it, just if you have the determination and focus that, Dr. Sarwat Fatima has. So
Thank
God
you,
bless
ma'am.
you,
Thank you.
Sarwat. We'll
Thank you
meet
so
you
much,
very,
ma'am.
very soon. And
Yeah,
thank you for being with us.
thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.